Good evening. So, I'm going to talk to you about the politics of Picasso. Through my research of Guernica, it was repeatedly mentioned that Picasso was not interested in politics. Yet, as the pages of the calendar turned, Picasso found himself having a passion for the opposition to war. However, politics was not a real focus of his art, and this makes Guernica an interesting piece because, of course, it's a statement revolving around the things that are happening with the Spanish Civil War, Hitler, and his war machine. Before the painting, before the painting of Guernica was conceived, it was requested by Picasso of his friends and supporters of Spain's democratic government to paint a visual protest to Generalissimo Francisco Franco in the 1937 World Fair. Although Picasso was bothered by what was happening in Spain, he was not inspired enough to create, and for months he searched for his inspiration. Now, the theme to the 1937 World Fair was art and technology as applied in modern life. From economic depression to wars and social unrest, early 20th century had proven to be, for a lack of a better word, messy. The World Fair was a chance to lift up society and bring people together with a look at the possibilities of life. In May of 37, Picasso will find his inspiration. When the news reached Paris of the bombing of a village in northern Spain, protesters headed to the streets to voice their disgust of the bombing. As protesters collectively spoke their minds, Picasso retreated to his home where he began to create one of his most political work of art. 2 months after the World Fair started, Guernica was revealed to the public. For an artist who had tried to stay away from political art, he was now on the center stage. And it is noted that a German fair guide stated that any 4-year-old could have created this painting and that it was a dream of a madman. Now, the irony behind Guernica lies in the World Fair itself. As the world looked to celebrate technology in our lives, Hitler was using technology to affect the lives of the people in Spain. Guernica may have been a dream of a madman, but Picasso's work was the reflection of the atrocities of a very real live madman. Eberhard Fisch writes that early war pictures often glorified war and victory. In Guernica, there is no victory. There is only suffering. Fish continued to point out that the light bearer in the picture is both the symbol of suffering and the people. He said that she's an angel, demon, and God all in one being. The human embodiment of a Nazi bomber plane. Now, towards the end of the Second War, Picasso made a statement about art and politics. He said, "What do you think an artist is? An imbecile who only has eyes if he's a painter or ears if he's a musician? Quite the contrary. He is at the same time a political being, constantly alert to the horrifying, passionate, or pleasing events of the world, shaping himself completely in their image. How is it possible to be uninterested in other men? No. Painting is not made to decorate apartments. It's an offensive weapon against the enemy."